Okay, so two quick observations about our readings. And one is the theme of Thanksgiving. We can't help but see that. And Naaman, because Elisha wouldn't receive the gift of his gratitude, he says, I'm going to worship your God here, right? It reminds us that our most significant act of thanksgiving is Mass. It's the Eucharist. We're going through this Eucharistic revival. Next weekend, we have a special weekend in the whole diocese of votive Masses to the Eucharist, to enter into celebrating the gift of the Eucharist, to grow in our understanding of it and our appreciation of it. And so Thanksgiving, one of the reasons we're called to come to every Sunday to Mass is because it is our way of thanking God for this last week, right? And the week ahead. No matter what has come this past week, it's God's grace. So Thanksgiving and the Eucharist, let's get ready for that votive Mass next week, and I look forward to that. Even though I'm doing Cursillo, I'm going to come back to the 9 and the 11 Masses just so I can be part of that, because I want to be part of that with our parish next weekend. And pray for the Cursillo, by the way. And we're still open to candidates. So any men, we'd love to have you come join us, all right? Okay, the other point is, the one thing that struck me as I was reflecting on this gospel, the phrase that jumped out at me was that they stood at a distance. And I know on one reason they did that was because they were unclean and they were trying to respect that they were supposed to keep distance from people. But it kind of gave me this image of standing at a distance and raising their voices. You know, and sometimes whether we can do that when it comes to whatever we're involved with or not involved with, that we can stand at a distance, kind of raise our voices, we can criticize, we can kind of look at from afar, but we don't get involved, we don't get close, we don't allow relationship to help us to be part of that growth and that conversation, even if we're raising our voices to challenge, even though they were raising their voices to seek mercy, right? And so to get close and to let our voice be heard in a conversation as opposed to a distance. And we know that when the man came back that was healed, he knelt at the feet of Jesus. He was closer, not at a distance, okay? So this idea of coming closer together as a community to let our voices be heard in a healthy way and to get involved. That's going to be the best way. And certainly Mass is the start of it. And I know you could say, Father, well, I'm here at Mass. But then to take it to another level, to grow as a community, to let our voices be heard on how we can grow, and to encourage each other, but sometimes challenge each other in a loving way as a Christian community. So the surveys, I think, are one of the ways we can let our voice be heard in an effective way. And so hopefully we're going to do the surveys now, so start passing those out. If you could pass them down to the people in your row, we're asking for every person to do one, not just one household. Even if you're not parishioners here, to fill it in and let us know. And grab a pen. We're literally taking like 8-9 minutes here to fill these out. So don't say, I'll do it at home. This is the moment. The reason they tell us to do this, we're working with a national research company, a Catholic research company. They say to do it now because, all of us have good intentions. We're going to take it home and do it. And next thing you know, it's 5 months later and we haven't done it, right? So let's do it now. We're giving you time to please just take your time. Give us some feedback so we know what we can be doing and growing in as a parish. And jive in. Don't listen to me anymore. So I'll keep talking to myself, okay? Which I do all the time, as you guys know. So dive into them. But obviously this allows that voice to be heard. And the hope is the synod, we had 100 people. That's part of what the Pope Francis is saying. Let's not stand at a distance and criticize or raise our voices. Let's get involved and be part of the transformation. And to give input and sometimes constructive criticism in a friendly, close relationship and not kind of a distant way of judging or criticizing, right? Let's bring it in. Let's be a family. Let's be able to talk about things and be able to healthily, not let those lead to division, but actually help us grow in communion and appreciation of each other, okay? So we're going to give you some time to just work on these. We'll kind of play it by ear. You guys are the guinea pigs, so we'll see how long it takes, but we're willing to give you anywhere up to 10 minutes to finish or 12 minutes. If everybody looks like they're done before that, then we can certainly move forward, but don't rush. We really hope you pray with this and really try to be honest about what you see some areas of our community. Thank you.